Okay, Tessa, you coming out? You only come out a little bit. I need you to come out more. Hey? Can you come out a bit more for me? There's quite a lot more of her to, of course, come on out. It takes Tessa a little while, but it's getting late in the day, but I want to get Tessa out on the grass and get her just exercising, you could say. It's not cold. It's been a really, really warm day. So even though it's getting later in the day, I know she'll be fine out there for a little while. Though I do not want her going up that way, of course. But sometimes I have to give her a nudge in the right direction. Can't see you there, Tess, you're in the dark. And we don't go that way, sweetie, because you're too big, you're too heavy, and all of that stuff, aren't you? And of course everything goes flying all over the place. With Tessa, they don't care, so long as they can get moving and get going where they want to go. They'll just, well, actually it's more about their body tends to grip what it is that they're using. A lot of the time Tessa uses this particular chair to get the bulk of her out. Of course then I help her with the rest, but it's like I wait. I just wait, and she goes back in, and then she comes back out, and then she goes back in, and this goes on for a while. So, are you going to come out, Missy? Are you going to come out? Please. Come on. Come on out. The chair's here. Come on. Come on out so we can go outside for just a little while. Basically it means right now I've got to nudge her and get her moving. That's all. Come on. Don't be slow. Don't be slow. Right. I don't think you've moved much more of your body out, so yeah, here comes a little bit more. And this is when I kind of give her a helping hand. So I'll be back. Okay, well, we're outside, and I don't know how well this is going to turn out because it's, as you can see, you know, that time of the night. But I really did want to bring her out and get her moving for a little while, and this is the best way for Tessa to actually get her exercise, is to be outside. She can stretch out, as you can see, and full body length. Inside, even though she climbs and she goes up, but she has a little bit of an explore, but then she just finds a spot, which is fine, and curls up and she naps the day away, you could say. Whereas outside, she's moving, and I like her to get that exercise. She's a big girl, and she really does need it, and she can't get that. It definitely cannot get that inside. Now, I wouldn't say it's 100 degrees, but I wouldn't say it's too cold for Tessa to be out here for a little while, and just to stretch out and get her body completely stretched out. So I don't know where she's actually headed, of course, but then I never know with my snakes where they're going to actually go. They make those sorts of decisions, of course. But she looks pretty good in this view, viewing her myself, of course. Like I said, I don't know how well she will go, or that when I put it up on my computer as to how well it'll go. We're going to the garden. I am presuming to the garden. Let's pull her head forward, pause, and then pull the rest of her forward. Again, she goes a little bit forward, and then she lets the rest of her catch up to her a little bit. It's incredible how they can move, and it's a lot of body to be moving as well. So it takes her a little while, but in this temperature, she's not huffing and puffing. That doesn't mean that she won't start. They only have one lung, so this is pretty hard work for them. And as you can see, slow. They're not fast at all. I guess she could be if she totally wanted to be, but pretty slow, calm, just nosy on where she wants to go. She's in, to me, that is her in a rush. So yeah, she's determined to get to where it is that she would like to go. But this isn't slow to me. This is her making a pretty good pace. And the birds have decided, well, there's a great big steak. And Tessa would have no problem in nabbing one of those birds if they came down too close to her. She could probably fit a couple of those in her belly before she'd be starting to even feel slightly full at this point. So there's Tessa out for a late afternoon stroll here, getting, like I said, much needed exercise, even though she was out last night, but she was inside. And she didn't really want to come out early enough for me to get her out, but she is now. So, but it is soon going to be, it's going to be dark. It's going to be dark, bub. You can't be going up under the car. So anyway, guys, take care of yourself, and your family and your friends, your snakes, and all your animals. Ciao.